Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IndieZoNe. My name is Kathy. We had previously notified you that the state of Idaho filed a request for restitution and motion to seal exhibit. And in it, the state indicated that they were seeking restitution for certain family members and that there was an attached exhibit that was sealed, 17 pages relative to this matter. It was sealed by court order, so the attachment is not on the public docket. But what was also indicated within this request for restitution and motion to seal was the fact that, quote, defense counsel has indicated they will meet with the defendant this week to discuss a possible stipulation. The state will advise the court if a restitution hearing is needed. And if I could just include some commentary here, speculation, provide opinions as we do pursuant to the First Amendment, it appears that what the state was saying here was there was apparently some activity going on behind the scenes to see if the parties could stipulate, that means agree to this matter of restitution, and that the defense counsel had indicated that they would meet with the defendant, that would be Mr. Kohberger, this week, meaning the week of the 22nd of September, to discuss a possible stipulation, agreement between the parties that would typically negate the need for a hearing on the matter because the parties stipulated, agreed to something. There would likely have been proposed orders submitted to Judge Hippler for his consideration, and only if the court felt that a hearing was needed, he would possibly go ahead and sign the order ratifying the stipulation, and that would be the end of this issue. The second part of this statement here says the state will advise the court if a restitution hearing is needed. And in providing further commentary opinion, it appears that such a hearing on this matter would be needed if there was no agreement or stipulation that was reached. Now, in looking at what I call the new case summary page, the slimmed down version, 51 pages in total, we note here that on page 50, an item that has not yet been published on the court docket appears. It is dated October 9th, 2025. It appears to be a public document because it has the PDF icon next to it. And historically, when we've noted items on the case summary page maintained by the clerk of court to document all of the key events in this case in chronological order from the inception through the present time, whenever there is a PDF icon next to a filing, that indicates a public record. If conversely, we've historically seen a lock and key icon next to a notation by the clerk of court on the aforementioned case summary page, that indicates one of the many, many, many filings, in this case of Idaho versus Kohberger, filed under seal. So we see here that there was some type of an objection that the defense has filed to state's request for additional restitution. This is how they're framing this, that this is additional restitution. We don't know what their position is, why they're feeling this is additional, what legal authority they may have cited in support of their objection, because the document is not yet published on the court docket. Hopeful that it will be published soon, and when and if it is, we will of course notify you. We note also that there are two more items that are listed here on the case summary page that says interest ordered on restitution, and then interest ordered on civil penalty, and they refer back to items that are dated August 28th, 2025. These two items, however, as you see here on page 50 of the new case summary page, were entered October 9th, 2025. They also are not on the public docket. So it is unclear what was ordered at this time. Now, if and when the state of Idaho proceeds with requesting or setting a hearing on this matter, we will, of course, let you know. So please continue to stay tuned to this IndieZoNe YouTube channel. Then the question remains of if there is a hearing where both parties would then come before Judge Stephen J. Hippler to argue their respective sides on this matter of restitution or additional restitution, as the defense is arguing here, would Mr. Kohberger also appear at this future possible hearing? He's appeared, in my opinion, at every hearing that there has been in this case. Sometimes he's appeared remotely. So if there is a hearing that is set, we will, of course, advise you. Please stay tuned to this IndieZoNe channel. As a final notation that I would like to bring to your attention, we advised you in our prior content of October 11th, 2025, that the case summary page has been slimmed down significantly. It was formerly 108 pages. It is now 51 pages. This information that we just referenced appears on page 50 of 51 of the new case summary page. In looking at the former case summary page, what appeared on page 50 of 108 were items that related to these proceedings when they were still in Latah County, beginning on August 30th, 2024, where there was a notice of in-camera submission sealed, and then other court filings that you can read as you go down this page. The last one was the September 5th motion for court order requiring the state, number one, to provide notice of every alleged non-statutory aggravator, fact, circumstances it may rely on, and any sentencing trial, all the way down to the filing that you see here, the last one of September 5th, 2025. This was a defense motion. Interestingly, page 51 of the former case summary page included the order changing venue, designation of venue and assignment of judge, change of venue transferred out of county to Ada County. So on this page began then the court filings in Ada County following Judge's granting of the defendant's motion to change venue. That was originally filed back in January of 2024. The opinions, the commentary, speculation, the thoughts that we provide here are completely provided pursuant to the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, which guarantees amongst the 5 freedoms, freedom of speech and freedom of the press. If you have any commentary, any thoughts, any opinions that you would like to share with other members of the public relative to this matter, please do so here. If you have not yet already subscribed to the channel, we recommend that you do so that you will be apprised as new developments arise in the case of Idaho versus Kohberger. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.